Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician, and activist. We're going to be creating a new audio series called My Life is Like a Story Series Volume 2. This is the sequel from the first My Life is Like a Story series that I created, and I'm going to be sharing free audios within this series, just to inspire people and help people to help other people give back and make a difference, but also to learn about themselves and understand themselves. So this audio is called The Self. Now, we must understand that the self is where all the corruption, pain, suffering, adversities come from. If we want to be people that help other people give back and make a difference and a contribution, we must free ourselves from the self. The self is where the sin is. The self is where the challenges are. The self is where the pain and the suffering and the adversities are. And when we live for ourselves in a selfish way, we can't do the work of helping other people, giving back and making a difference. So it's so important that we change our lives from the self into the no self, which we're going to be getting into in this audio series. I want to explain to the listeners that the self is very destructive, it's very negative. When you think about your life experiences of what you've been through as a human being, you see that it's all been based on the self. The self is the problem. The self is where all the challenges of life come from. It's very important that we find ways to overcome the self, find ways to, you know, do what we're called to do and live our life purpose. But it's also very important that we understand the self. So we need to have understanding of the self in order to go to the no self. And it's very important that, no matter what you go through in life, no matter what your challenges, difficulties, suffering, pain, and adversity are, it's important that we learn from the self and learn from our life experiences. Because I've always said that even though the self is destructive and negative, there's so many life lessons you can learn from it and understand from it. So it's important that you pick up the lessons, that you learn the lessons, and that you try your best to overcome the self. Obviously, Jesus Christ, God, and Buddha wants us to go for a spiritual change and wants us to overcome the self. I think in life, when you look at industries that support helping other people and giving back and making a difference, you see that a lot of people are suffering, going through pain, going through adversities and challenges. And I think it's based on the self because, some of their experiences, I can understand that people didn't choose to have the experiences or want to go through the experiences. But majority of the time, it's all down to your thinking. It's all down to your mind. It's all down to how you perceive it and how you look at things. And I think for people that are going through like suffering, pain, and adversity, they keep looking at their life experiences and their challenges in a negative way. So they never overcome the self. And when you don't overcome the self, you live a life of just destruction, suffering, pain, adversity, and it's an ongoing cycle that never seems to change. So I want the viewers and the listeners to understand that the self is the problem and we must go through a spiritual change in order to go to the no self. I hope this has helped. Thank you for listening now. Take care now.